Imagine, you see a woman who is 70 years old, but the brain refuses to accept it. Not because of the filters, not because of the plastics, but because her energy, posture, look, and style speak of a completely different age. It seems as if you are looking at a woman 20 to 30 years younger. And then the main question arises, what exactly creates this effect? And can it be repeated? This woman's name is Park Soyoung. At 70, she looks much younger due to her philosophy of life, habits, and attitude towards herself. Watch the video to the end and you will learn the secrets that will make you look decades younger. So, let's get started. The first and most important thing is her philosophy. She doesn't fight aging. It sounds simple, but in practice, almost no one does that. Most people try to fix their age, hide, disguise, compensate. She does the opposite. Enhances health, enhances energy, enhances naturalness. And this is what gives the very effect that cannot be faked. When a person struggles with age, it is almost always visible. There is tension, artificiality, and a sense of incongruity. When a person works with himself systematically, harmony appears, and the brain reads this harmony as youth. Now to the basic things. The condition of the skin and body. She does not have an overload of care. There is no feeling of a remade face. The skin looks alive. This is the result of regular but not aggressive grooming. Not one-time procedures, but consistency. It does not allow a condition where the face looks tired, dull, or neglected. Weight control is another important point. Not through extremes, not through exhausting diets, but through stability. Because sudden weight jumps visually age more than age itself. A stable body always looks younger than a body that is constantly walking up and down. A separate detail is makeup. It's either minimal or very neat. This creates a live face effect. When there is no overload, the face moves naturally, the facial expressions remain active. And this is critically important because a still face is always perceived as older, even if it is perfectly smooth. Now, the factor that many underestimate is hair. Park Soyoung always has neat styling. Soft curls, gathered shapes, clean lines. These are not complicated hairstyles, but they always look thoughtful. Hair is one of the most powerful markers of age. Not the color, but the condition and shape. If the hair looks well, groomed, lively, and structured, it automatically rejuvenates the image, even if you have minimal makeup on your face, and vice versa. Unkempt hair can add years even to a young woman. Then there's movement. And this is one of the most powerful factors that almost no one takes into account. She leads an active lifestyle. She walks a lot and remains mobile. But it is important not just to move, but how it affects the appearance. Movement builds posture, lightness, and coordination. It affects facial expressions, reaction speed, and overall body tone. There is a simple point. A person may look good in a photo, but in motion they can be read as older. She doesn't have that. She moves easily, without stiffness, without gravity. And this is what creates the feeling of youth in reality, not just in the picture. The next level is style. And here comes a key shift. She does not dress as is customary at her age. She dresses modernly. But at the same time, he does not copy the youth, but adapts the style to himself. She uses actual silhouettes, works with accessories, and pays attention to details. And this creates the feeling that she is in the current time and not in the past. Why is this important? Because style is a language, and when a person stops updating it, it seems to fall out of context and she stays inside him, and the brain automatically perceives it as youth. Now we turn to the most underestimated factor, the inner state. Park Soyoung doesn't just live, she enjoys life. This is evident not in words, but in behavior. She is open to new things. She is interested in trying. She does not limit herself to attitudes like, "It's too late for me." When a person closes himself inwardly, it immediately affects his appearance. There is heaviness, slowness, energy goes away. And energy is one of the main markers of youth. Interest in life directly affects facial expressions, looks, and the way a person moves and speaks. And it cannot be faked by any external means. A very important point is that she does not succumb to stereotypes about age. She doesn't play the role of an elderly person, because age is not only biology, it is also a behavior scenario. Most people limit themselves in clothes, in activity, in thinking, and thus accelerate their aging. She doesn't do that. Another powerful factor is social activity. She runs social media, interacts with people, and gets feedback. And this is much more important than it seems at first glance. When a person stays in a social environment, they automatically keep fit. She sees herself from the outside. She remains involved in life. This creates a constant incentive to develop and not fall out. Isolation, on the contrary, accelerates aging. And not only psychologically, but also physically, when a person does not interact, the level of energy, motivation, and attention to oneself decreases. Social activity is not just about communication. It is a mechanism that supports youth at the level of behavior and self-perception. If you put everything together now, it becomes clear that her appearance is not an accident or a secret. It's a system. Skincare, body control, movement, style, thinking, and social activity all work at the same time. And the main conclusion that is worth making, she's not trying to look younger. She creates the conditions under which youth becomes a natural consequence of her lifestyle. This is a principle that can be applied to everyone. Not to struggle with age, but to enhance the quality of your life. Not to mask the changes, but to work with the database. Do not try to cheat time, but build a system in which the body and psyche remain in good shape. In the end, youth is not about the absence of wrinkles. It's about the human condition as a whole, about energy, movement, interest in life, and the ability to stay engaged in reality. Friends, what do you think of this woman? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful.